why don't we get started right on schedule? Let me just start by saying that I've been waiting a long time to introduce Mike as a speaker. Long time. Oh, good. And I'll start for the serious and say Mike Miyahira is the Engineering Section Supervisor of the Hawaii Department of Health Safe Drinking Water Branch. Let me improvise. Okay. I know Mike for a long time. I mean, I don't know if it was even working yet when I first met you. It was pretty close.
You were old.
I wasn't old yet. Okay. So, all I know is he has been, as it says in there, both in the private and now in the public sector. And in the private, he's worked for a couple of engineering firms, correct? The latest one being Akinaka and Associates. We won't mention the name of the first firm, okay, for those of us who know. And in the past, we've heard him many times, I guess, especially in the AWWA side, at workshops, conferences, and he usually bores us to death with the latest safe drinking water rules. But as you can see from the title of his presentation, I don't know if he's going to call it a swan song. Are you going to call it a song? Not necessarily. It's on an inspector's journey. So we'll see what that is all about. So let's welcome to the podium Mike Miyahira.
I'm really happy to see you all out here in person after 3 years. I think everybody's feeling good. You can kind of feel the energy. This presentation is kind of like Ivan said, I've been with the Department of Health almost 23 years. It's literally 23 years in the making. I had to distill down about 20,000 photos that I've taken over my inspectors' journeys across the state of Hawaii over the years, and it was really heartbreaking to try and bring it down and to just a few select photos that I'm going to be presenting to you guys today. So put away your laptops, your cell phones, your notepads. There's not going to be any notes that need to be taken. Absolutely nothing to remember. Wait, that came out wrong. So almost like Joy Gannon going to a better place. So we love you, Joy. So this is really going to be, I want you guys to pay attention to the screen, and if you're so inclined to listen to the narration, I kind of put my heart and soul into this for the last couple of weeks, and I want everybody to enjoy it. This is truly going to be a journey for the next 30 minutes with all of you folks joining me, and it's going to be a statewide journey. And with that said, I think a journey like this we need to ensure that there's going to be some kind of a safe passage for all of us, because it's going to have its ups and downs and everything. And I think I have the perfect person that's going to be able to help us with that. So Arthur, my friend, please come up and assist us.
Thanks, Mike. So in the thought of Mike taking us on his journey and sharing it with us, he asked me that to offer a Hawaiian oli. So what I came with is actually twofold. I come from a background of hula, and when you immerse yourself, get the water pun, immerse yourself into what your job, especially in this career, and then you fully study and learn. So it's a chant called Ho Mai. Word simply asks to grant us wisdom, grant us knowledge from above, so that all the secrets of life may be revealed. For when those secrets are revealed, that is our chance, that's our opportunity to gain the wisdom, to gain the knowledge. And as Normie said, when one begins a journey, so that during your journey, you gain that wisdom, you gain the knowledge. And on the counter, or the second fold is that what he has to share with us today will provide what we need from him in the sense of his wisdom and his knowledge to be passed on to us. So all I ask is, can you guys just rise for the next 30 seconds? E ho mai ka ike mai luna mai e. O na mea huna no e au o na mele. E ho mai, e ho mai, e ho mai, e ho mai ka ike mai luna mai e. O na mea huna no e au o na mele. E ho mai, e ho mai, e ho mai, e ho mai ka ike mai luna mai e. O na mea huna no e au o na mele. E ho mai, e ho mai, e ho mai, e. Mike Miyahira.
My friend, Arthur I.U., Honolulu Board of Water Supply. Everybody ready to go on this journey? Then come, we go. We are here. All journeys are all about two things, people and places. And it all starts with a road. One that is never the same every single day. Roads take us to work. But what of other roads that lead up or down, depending on from where you're journeying from? Every day is a new gate to cautiously or boldly step through in search of a near or distant horizon, where unknown destinations and destinies await. Is this where yours leads? How will you ever know for sure whether your choice was even the correct one? Is there really a pot of gold at the end of that rainbow? Science says you will never reach it. But science may not always be relevant along an inspector's journey. No, a hidden pool high and deep in the Kohala Forest Reserve does not care what it is, nor does a primeval forest in the Uluakupu Forest Reserve care what its flora's scientific names are. We may think we control water in some forms, but in the end, it follows its own path, and we, the inspectors, follow. The path of inspector's journey can bend to the left and right, often through stunning upcountry forests. And if you don't stop, you miss the deafening stillness of the fog or mist that whispers by and momentarily obscures your journey, yet at the same time amplifies the sweet song of a rare upcountry honeycreeper along the Waikowai Flume. And at man's designated end of the Haikuena stream, you just have to stop and look up to realize that man is nowhere near the end of this road. Yes, stop to take in the fragile beauty of an ohia blossom, doggedly fighting its way through its own journey in desperate isolation somewhere deep in the Kohala Mountains. For it knows to give in is to face destruction at the hands of a malevolent and tireless beast. Nature forces us to reflect on these things, reminding us at every turn to stop taking pictures of that damn raw water pump station and look beyond it. Stop and admire the stillness. The beauty in, yes, even a water treatment plant sludge pond. Over the years, we ramble from site to site on our inspectors' journeys, there and sometimes back again. And will sometimes miss or take for granted the awesome, life-giving power of the body. This is one of my favorite photographs, captioned by one of our own DOH Kupuna. Malama ikawailele I Olani. The heavens or sky will protect this waterfall. If you think about it, this too is our kuleana, right? And sometimes a magical day becomes a part of our journey. But let's face it, the backside of Waipio Valley is a magical day every single day. When the heavens, the land that runs to the sea, the valleys and the mountains all conspire to force you to pause along your journey and simply give praise. And only on the Big Island can you be photobombed simultaneously by two of the largest mountain masses on the face of the earth, floating ethereally, mirage-like and dominating our vision. Jaw-dropping and awestruck. There were no superlatives in my vocabulary that day. And it seemed like I could never take a bad picture on the neighbor islands, even if shooting a simple security fence and an air relief valve. Okay, who saw the air relief valve first? Anybody? Liars. You did. Oahu, though, gets jealous and tries its best. A cast iron tank cover in Maui County once had to take a back seat to Lanai, wanting some attention too. And sometimes it's just that our islands are just so damn pretty and photogenic, and the colors that we mix with mountain, sea, and sky just pop. For instance, BWS green and terracotta roofing, I guess, was inadvertently a good choice. And sometimes an inspector's eye looks at something one way, and the lens captures something completely different. A horizon and an alignment that really shouldn't be there. Journeys don't often fit into a square or round or rectangular hole, but they are a combination of many things, many shapes, sizes, textures, sights, sounds, and smells. And sometimes it's the silent experiences along the way that leave you to just wonder at the stories that an abandoned old hulk can tell. Or that of a decades-old ditch high in the Kohala Forest Reserve, carved by hand through a perpetually harsh, rainy, and wind-buffeted plain. Or a spectral pipeline trestle to nowhere. It is the mana of our mountains and heavens, the vastness of the seas, that holds these stories and sometimes gives you a glimpse into its mysteries. Yet, it will never reveal all on our journeys. Even if you travel to the very ends of the earth, searching, willing to take that Indiana Jones leap of faith off that 1,000-foot cliff. It will not reveal its hallowedness. It will tease you along the way, as a cloud teases a parched South Kohala hillside. No, this road will test your physical endurance, your mental and spiritual resolve, as you have never been tested. And if you reach that oasis, stop and revel for just a moment. But remember, sometimes it is even a harder journey down. For most of our journeys, we just need a path, a bridge, and a boat. Maybe not a boat. Or even a rope and a helpful hand from May Kise or Paul Wakuna here. Hey May, we miss you. To get to that Shangri-La style drinking water tunnel source. Oh, there will be obstacles along the way. The occasional random upcountry Maui driving range. Maybe a lot of sand to cross. Did I already say a lot of sand? Hapo Beach Park, Western Molokai. But just take it then, one slow step at a time, like Wong here. For in the windmills of my mind, there is always a bucket of ice-cold beer, some poke and smoked meat at the end of my inspector's journeys. And as another journey ends, whether it's on the neighbor islands or right here at home, we return to our Uluakupu home base here in Pearl City to document, sometimes late into the night, our journey to the many places. And we think of the people that were a part of it. And you know, it is true that people do make the journey, our journey. Every day is a journey with them. You all know this. And yes, every day feels like this nowadays in Safe Drinking Water Branch Engineering Section. There's no net or anything soft down there. But first, some people advice. As a wise old engineer that I called my dad once drilled into me, treat people with kindness, the truth, and always with integrity. Reach out to them, embrace them, and they will stay and become a part of your circle. With that thought in mind, here's my circle of EPA Region 9 project officers. Anna's in the office, but in the audience, by the way, that I've been most fortunate to have worked with over the past 22 years, and that's Annie Yen, Barry Pollock, and Jason Gambatiz at our EPA Region 9 offices in San Francisco. In fact, as you attend conferences or other educational opportunities, especially on the mainland, you'll see how truly small this world really is, and how you should strive for a global circle on your journeys. For instance, American Samoa and Guam in the house here at Alexandria, Virginia. Diversity should be embraced in your circles. And I'm not talking about that kind of diversity. I'm talking about drinking water, wastewater, county, state, out of state, all represented here at the San Diego Water Reuse Conference a couple of years ago. And what was unique about this particular conference was that they took San Diego pure water, and maybe some of you guys have heard of this, and they challenged a dozen local breweries to brew beer with it so that we can all have a tasting contest during the conference. So Fred Lodgy, Fred, are you in the audience? Fred, okay. This is your model, Fred, okay? All right, and my offer to be a free taste tester stands. We'll call it Honolulu Uli Beer Works. And we're gonna brew like triple thermally conditioned IPAs. Screening sour. And my favorite, digester stout. Yeah. I like that. I made that up all myself. Okay, so as usual, at this conference, the Hawaii people put their all into the tasting, right? So, and it got to the point during this particular conference's journey that there were far too many photos of San Diego's finest microbrews in people's hands. So I started photoshopping ice cream cones into their hands instead. So you've never seen so many people so happy and glassy-eyed over ice cream. And the great smiles continued at the most important meal of the day. And this is my last San Diego slide because Heather's been in 3 straight photos already, and that's my favorite picture of her. Speaking of breakfast circles, conference journeys can sometimes get a little bit odd. So Joan found this guy dressed as a strip of bacon at the Conference of Infrastructure Financing Authorities, and his name is Davis. So for you fiscal people, Davis Bacon, really bad. It's a federal wage rate law, okay, Davis Bacon. Okay, anyway, so of course, you guys saw this guy here today. All the young girls love Eddie, right? And this is at the AWWA annual conference, an exposition. So, hey Eddie, I'd be smiling too. People in our circles will move on and embark on their own journeys. Aloha, and thank you, Win. But keep them in your circle, even if it's 6,000 miles distant. Yo, Alan. For transitions are bound to happen, and if you follow my dad's words of wisdom, good things will happen that will keep your future roads bright. Safe Drinking Water Branch, compliance and enforcement supervisors, past and present. We say goodbye to good people along the way. Aloha, Teresa, and thank you for your service. And welcome a new rank of leaders to fill your circle with hope and promise. New Branch Chief Dennis Lopez over there on the left, sitting down here, filming me, unfortunately. And Joan Corrigan, our new Compliance and Enforcement Supervisor, and Melvin Tokuda, our new Monitoring Supervisor. Please say hello to all of them during the conference. In fact, Dennis, if you guys didn't know, Dennis has been our branch chief for over a year now. But Navy Brass is actually more familiar with him than you guys are. So he really doesn't know what Safe Drinking Water Branch normal is yet, and probably knows very few of you guys. So please introduce yourself to him. Dennis, please wave while you're, okay, thank you. Please introduce yourself to him when you see him around, and welcome him into your circle. He's going to do great. And speaking of great branch chiefs, aloha, Bill. Now, it is an absolute certainty that we inspectors don't accomplish anything in our individual journeys without the help of others. But no matter what's going on at any given moment in our journeys, Safe Drinking Water Branch inspectors always take a moment to smile. And smile. And this helps, for the journey is long. And it is fraught with obstacles. No, I mean obstacles. These are obstacles. But see how I'm still smiling. They can sometimes be treacherous. And the path of which direction to go in may not always be certain. It will test your analytical and problem-solving abilities. Anybody know what I'm doing standing on this cast iron cover shop now? Rock desk. Okay, right. It will challenge the the vertically challenged.
Thanks.
Jill tells me she's exactly 5 feet tall, so we use her for scale and I'm glad I'm driving and she's not. Have a ride home. But the best part is still meeting friendly natives on our inspection. So the Kauai Department of Water Labs, Andy Canavan, doing his best. So you want to date my 12-year-old daughter, folks. I tried it, but the Kauai chickens behind the photographer were just cackling with laughter. Yeah, we inspectors, we're called on to do more than just regulating drinking water. We do shellfish inspections. We do sleep studies. But kidding aside, our charge to help you all ensure a safe and reliable source of drinking water to your customers has never wavered. And we are committed to learning from you whenever our paths cross, as well as sharing many lighthearted moments. Now, I think Jordan is always laughing, in this, for those of you who know him, and physically demanding moments too. Remember, she's 5 feet, she can't get over these short logs. It's really funny. Did I say that out loud? Okay, so, and moments of historical wonder along the way. Old Waikamoi flume up Country Mountain. But no matter how you get there and back again as an inspector, it is always about the journey's sweet ride. And enjoying it. And of course, tipping the conductor. And I don't know how that works, so. For as I keep on saying, you almost never do it alone. And when faced with the stunning beauty and majesty of the world that we constantly journey through, stop and enjoy the road and the journey with them. And so we celebrate this conference and the many friends that we haven't seen in years and the many more that we are fortunate enough to meet for the very first time. Reconnecting with the very special people who have been by your side and supporting you from the very beginning. A circle of friends that you respect, count on, and cherish. For you know that they believe in the exact same noble purpose of this journey as you do, to safely and reliably manage the water and wastewater resources of this island state that we call home. We should always remember past circles and value our present ones. We inspectors pledge to always stand by you, with you, in support of your circles. And always with much aloha from the Safe Drinking Water Branch. We are here and back again. Everybody okay? And so this inspector's journey continues onwards and upwards in 2023. And then in a few months from now, a well-deserved extended pause, and then a jog in a different direction, on to another adventure. Until then, I will continue to be a part of this most dedicated, vitally important, and irreplaceable Hawaii drinking water and wastewater community. You are all a big part of my journey, as I have always humbly been a part of yours. Along the way, let's remember to, number one, stop, wonder, and appreciate this precious island state that we all call home, that we all love, and that we must fiercely protect. And number two, treat people with kindness, the truth, and integrity along the way. Yes, the journey continues for all of us, You guys ready for another journey? Then come. We go. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. So, I know this is going to be our last conference with us, and this might be our last chance to see a lot of us in the industry, but words can't express how much we all, like how full this room is, appreciate everything that you've done over the last few decades. And so I don't have anything really nice and beautiful prepared to say, so we're going to show you part of our appreciation.
This is graduating from high school. Did we go to University High School? St. Louis. I see this one. Okay, I know one of those things. Like public school. The picture inside here, outside.
Before he takes it.
Look like you graduated from St. Louis High School.
I didn't graduate. Can I just say thank you?
Oh.
You know, real quick, I did not expect that. That was stupid in the nicest way. You guys, thank you. I love you all. I really do. I love this community. I love you all.